this is the Eliminator, and I wanted to tell you about one of my dreams. But before I do that, I'm not saying any of these dreams are gonna come true. I'm just saying that I got this dream, or I'm not saying this is a vision or it's gonna come true, because I'm not. Because sometimes people say things are gonna come true, and then it doesn't, and then it makes Christians look like whack jobs. So I'm not saying any of it. I'm not saying any of this is gonna happen. But I'm just saying, and I also want to point something out too. I just haven't put out any videos because my walk through Jesus was with Jesus was just a little bit troubled, and then I don't know. I can't explain what happened. I just stopped praying as much and stopped loving the Lord as much. I don't know why. It was just weird. And then all of a sudden, when the dude was when we were praising, worshiping, and they were singing songs, we're all singing, and there's this girl that comes up to me. She used to be one of my my first grade. They separate us by grades in the church because will be fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh, eighth and ninth, because you don't want to teach King James Bible to a first grader. They won't understand crud. So she was in the first gradish group, and when she comes up to me, I'm drinking my coffee, I'm not praying, I'm not singing, of course, even though I should be, and she comes up to me and she's like, I think God told me that He just loves you. And then she grabbed my shoulders and patted me on the back, and then I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, is God trying to tell me that He loves me and that I should get back on the walk with Jesus? Because it's not that He wants me to go to heaven. It's not that He doesn't want me. It's that He wants me to be with Him, and He wants to have a relationship with me. So that's what. And after that, a couple days after that, this is when I had this dream. And so this is what the dream happened. There was all of a sudden we were at the beach. I was at a Boy Scout camp out, and there's air raid horns, like that, and also. Yeah, so they're air raid raids, and also all of a sudden a bunch of people are evacuating the beach. All of a sudden, all these armored people show up, and they say, "We'll take you to safer grounds." And people are like, "What's going on?" There's a tsunami about to hit, and then so they take us. We line up, and they take us in these truck vanish thingies, and they take us to supposedly was a refuge, and what I thought was a refuge. And then, let me just say, I'm going a little bit ahead, but it turns out there's no tsunami and that they were lying. And so basically, when I get there, I realize that it's not a refugee camp at all. To refuge from the tsunami, it's a FEMA camp. It's and then, and most people, they separate people by sex. In this case, they separated it by ages. And that, I was like, wow. And then some kids were assigned to build guns. Some kids were assigned to do the dishes and make food and stuff like this. And some kids were assigned to be a super soldiers. And I remember that I was assigned to be a super soldier. And what they did is they had these little tubes that you'd go in, and then it'd kind of be like an elevator, and you'd go up, and you'd appear in this kind of stage, except you'd see a stage in front of you, at least let me see, 50 feet in front of you. And I saw this dude, which is basically giving us instructions, and all the people had their arms on their back, and they were all in perfect condition, and basically, and there was a turret on the wall, so if you disobeyed a command or you tried to do anything run away, it would shoot you. And that actually happened to someone, I'll tell you. So basically, he was giving instructions, and there's a platform right next to me, and all of a sudden the tube it starts going up, and all of a sudden the platform comes up. I see a girl that she's not even dressed. She's not even dressed in her full uniform, and she's just out there. And then she's like, oh, she's not undressed. She's talking, which she's not supposed to. You're not supposed. They said you weren't supposed to talk. And all of a sudden, she was like, I was like, what is like that? And then she was like, she said, what she said was, I'm saved, like that. And then the turret on the wall shot her up. Actually, shot her up into pieces. And I tried my hardest to tried my hardest to ignore, but there was like blood everywhere, and some got on my face. But the thing was that if I were to move one hand to even wipe it off, I would get shot up. And also all the people around me, they even the people behind her, and like the guy who's giving the command, they just act like nothing ever happened. They act like she was an invisible person. Like, they did not get. And I was like, wow, holy crap. How do you, a 12-year-old girl gets shot up and you can't even show, there's just a blank expression on your face. You can't even, wow, it's just like sad. And then there were like colors, like 7 by 7 little tubes but in front of the tubes that led to the stage, on the stage there were like 7 by 7, 7 people, which were like, instead of like 12, they were like 20, 21, and they all like stood there, but instead of facing the guy who was giving orders, they were facing us to make sure that we weren't fooling around, and to kind of be like technical role models for us. And then so when she got shot up, and then I had to leave the room, and then I met my sister, who was actually on cleaning and serving me food. And basically all I remember is that I ate some food, and I went, and then all of a sudden I just woke up in the middle of the night. I went back to sleep. So basically, yeah, my dream was about how the government used a fake excuse to get people in FEMA camps, just like in World War II with Nazis. The Jews on the trains, that they're going to a nice place. Oh, no, you're going to FEMA camps where you're gonna get your teeth pulled out and all your equipment. Like, if you've ever seen the movie The Schindler's List, I literally cried through the whole movie, and I cried myself to sleep that night. It was so sad. So anyway, that was my dream, and I also have had like a lot of different dreams too. But this time is running a little bit long, 8 minutes. I don't want to like keep you guys waiting, because I don't know if this is actually gonna happen, but it might. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you on this video. If you have any advice for me, can you please just leave a comment? If you have any like things I should do, if you think I should do another video, can you tell me if there's anything I did wrong? Did I pause too much? Can you just tell me? And thank you for watching this video and clicking on it. And I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Bye. God bless.